If you have been considering EMDR therapy for complex post-traumatic stress disorder, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Emma Coble. I'm a licensed professional counselor who works out of Colorado. And I think that this is such a great question. Ever since the pandemic, obviously, people have been seeking out online therapy. And a lot of people come to me and ask, like, can this work for trauma? Can this work for EMDR? And so today I'm going to try and answer some of those questions, but the short answer is yes. Online EMDR therapy is incredibly effective. It's been shown to be just as effective for treating trauma as in-person therapy. I have been doing online EMDR therapy for 6 years now. Did it in an office previously and have had excellent results with it online. So, so first of all, if you're having these questions, it's a great thing to be thinking about. And I want to disclaimer this with, I'm going to tell you a lot of things today, but if for some reason for you, in-person therapy just feels better or that's what you want to do, that's fine. Like, there are plenty of therapists who have offices that you can do this in person with. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the reasons why my clients choose online EMDR therapy and how it is helpful in healing for them. So, so first of all, what is complex trauma? So if you are anything like a lot of my clients, there might not be like a single event that you can definitely trace back and say, this is the source of my anxiety, this traumatic event that happened to me a long time ago. For many of us, we have something called complex post-traumatic stress disorder, or CPTSD, where there are a lot of events over time that have added to this feeling of having to maybe walk on eggshells, not being able to express your needs, feeling invisible. And this can make us as adults perfectionistic, always on edge, people pleasing, really hard on ourselves, have a really loud inner critic that pushes us really, really hard. So I want to say, like, if this is you, if you identify with some of those qualities, it's EMDR, first of all, is a great tool, and it is really effective also at treating some of those feelings and complex experiences that you have had throughout your life that may be adding to this feeling now of like never feeling good enough. And for many of us, I also want to add, who are women, like just existing in a patriarchal society and constantly being sent the message that we're valued for our bodies, or that we are, not measuring up because of the way we look or something like that. Like, that can, for some people, be a very harmful event that EMDR can help process through. So, so why is online EMDR therapy so great? Why am I so crazy about it? So, first of all, one lovely thing about it is that you can do this processing in your own safe sanctuary. You can be in your home where you are, practicing a lot of tools and behaviors just in general. You're not having to navigate traffic. You're not having to figure out parking. You're not having to schedule this in the middle of your day and then around your kids' school pickups or around work. You're able to just do it from wherever. From your bed, you can be comfy, you can be cozy, you can have your cup of tea. You can, be wherever feels comfortable for you to really allow you to like go deeper and get into things. There's a lot too of, so like after your session, it's nice kind of going along that to be able to like log off instantly and like take a nap or do whatever you need to do to let your body rest and process what's just happened. So it's not like you have to just jump back in your car and rush back to work or something like that. So another thing about this work, is I want to just say, like, we are never forcing, we're never pushing in the office or online. But if you do find that, like, online, if you find yourself like, oh my gosh, I'm worried I'm going to be disassociating, we get a lot of permission from your parts. I do a lot of parts work to get permission to go deeper, to do more processing. And so that's something I want you to keep in mind in case you're worried about, like, what if I just kind of zone out, or I can't stay present for the online factor of this? Like, we work with that, we don't work against it. So, how do we do this through the screen? So, I have a video software that has a ball that moves back and forth across the screen. A lot of my clients like that. There's also audio options. Some of my clients prefer to do like self tapping, which is also an option. All of them work great. I've had success with all of them. Most therapists who do EMDR online will have some kind of software they use, and most are not like using their finger back and forth. So just ask your therapist what kind of bilateral stimulation they use. So if you don't remember details, I also want to say of like the trauma that you've experienced, that's fine. EMDR in general doesn't require you to remember details or rehash them or anything like that. It's more about the feeling in your body and the negative beliefs you have about yourself and kind of that felt sense that we're processing through. So EMDR is, I think, an amazing way to help you feel safe again in your own body, and online can make it just way more accessible, and there are benefits to it, and there is research that it's just as effective, and in my experience it has been incredibly effective at treating CPTSD. So I highly recommend it if you are experiencing some of those that burnout or anxiety or being really hard on yourself. If you think you might have some of that CPTSD that I mentioned earlier, or just trauma in general, I think it's a great way to go. It allows you to heal things more deeply than just talk therapy alone often does. So if you do live in Colorado or Florida and you want a free consultation, reach out and have a good one.